It is Wednesday, folks. There's where we are. It's cold. Hello, it is noisy. That is the heater going, but it's blowing cold air at the moment. We're going to the dentist. We're braving the elements, yes. We haven't been out in the car in a few days. But this dentist appointment has been cancelled, and at least once, possibly twice. I'd really rather not go, to be honest with you, but then tomorrow I've said I'll go in and see my mum because I haven't seen her in a week now. She's at home, still lying in bed. We're switching Isaac's jiu-jitsu from a Saturday to a Thursday night, but we don't know if that's the right choice just yet. But I was maybe going to try a class tomorrow evening and see, right, let's see what happens. We're loads of snow, we have to get out past it, so. Up we go. We haven't driven out on the snow yet, so there's quite a bit of snow piled up behind our car. There's only one person in our estate is in and out like nobody's business, and it's the woman that lives opposite Bridget. Frigid Bridget, yeah. That's just a weather joke, by the way. I'm not being horrible. Is that the radio? Oh, the road is all slush.
Yeah, it's ice though. It's not melted slush. It's just dirty snow. It's too cold yet to melt.
Probably somebody's made a snowman. Problem is, tomorrow I'm in at my mum's, and I think it's showing at the minute 2 degrees in the car, which I think is questionable. Our road is just still covered in dirty snow, so if this freezes, oh Jesus Christ, I don't like look at this. You'd be alright if you were in like a 4x4, and the problem is, as you're about to see, you know when it's snowy, but the road's absolutely fine. The main road, absolutely fine. I don't know what this is talking about.
Patches, but it's not snowing.
If you're careful, you'll be fine. It's just our road, off the main road, and then our cul-de-sac is just thick. But this main road is absolutely fine. You can see that big ball of sun there responsible for blinding me. And you can probably see ahead how foggy that is. Right, I'm going to switch you off, there's nothing more to tell you. So problem is, crappy weather, having to get into town for these things, and that's about it. I shall check in later in the week if there's anything else of interest. I'll check in tomorrow, let you know how my mum was. But this is a bit scary potatoes, to be honest with you.
The van in front has put his fog light on, he hasn't put his lights on.
I shall speak to you later. Oh, that was quite pretty. I thought I'd put it on to let you see the sun. It probably won't show on the computer anything like what it's showing here, but look at that big ball of sun. Hello guys. It is Thursday and I'm trying to reverse out of my driveway. And the snow's quite up and downy. I'm supposed to be taking Isaac to jiu-jitsu tonight, but I'm not going to because the temperatures to go way into the, I think, -4, and the main roads are mostly okay, although last night on the way home this road's all slushy and dirty snow, and when that freezes it's just going to be like a bottle. Like, we're up a little hill, I'm just going up the hill now, so I'm just concerned about coming down this hill like later in an evening after the thaw, you know, the freeze. I think it's 1 degree at the minute, but nothing's, you know, there has been no thaw, everything's the same. There must have been more snow last night because it snowed over where I stepped in the, there we go. It snowed over where I stepped in the garden yesterday before I went out. So I'm just going to collect Isaac from, I'm going to see my mum first. Then I'm going to collect Isaac from school. He's desperate to get his ear pierced, he keeps nagging about it. So I'm going to take him to get his ear pierced and then we're going home. In his school they're not meant to be allowed to have it, but tons of lads have it. I said to him, if you, oh, I forgot to bring his flipping money. I said, I can either get it for you as part of your birthday present, or you can get it out of your Christmas money. I said, but I'm not getting you it just for no reason, because it's like 30 quid. Because it's 17 if he gets a little silver stud, but they have black ones that he wants, which is 30 for one flipping ear as well. Well, I think you get 2 studs, but obviously he only wants one ear piercing. So yeah, we shall see. If I'm allowed to film it, I will. But he'll moan about that. So into my mum's, collect Isaac, ear piercing, home before, I think it's due to go to -2 just after 4 o'clock. I collect him at 3:30 at school, so we should be home after the ear thing by 4:30 hopefully, because I can't say there've been a lot of people going to get a bloody ear piercing right now. What was I going to say? Tomorrow night is meant to be Isaac's first night at Explorers, but it looks like that's going to be cancelled. The Beavers and Cubs have been cancelled for tonight, again because it's getting so low, the temperature, that they don't think it's going to be safe. But people are coming from all round in rural areas and stuff, so they're waiting until tomorrow to make a decision about Scouts and Explorers, but I fully expect that to be cancelled. I mean, where traction went on there, so there must have been a bit of slidey stuff that I went over. Whoa, and again. So I have to be very careful, concentrate. So I'm going to get off the phone. I'm going to stop recording and get back to it, guys, because roads are a little bit slidey. Last night on the way home, we travelled between 20 and 30 miles an hour in a massive big tailback of traffic because everyone was driving so slow, because the roads are, if you live in a rural area, I don't know about England, but well, certainly here, if you live rurally and you have a lot of snow, they don't treat our roads, they don't grit or salt them. They only do main roads that are like in cities and towns, so we don't have any treatment that most roads have. So I put the engine on for the car to like defrost all the windows about 20 minutes before I get into it, and the car is like an oven. It's actually too warm. Anyway, I'm gonna go, guys, and I'll check in with you later. Snow's not as deep here as it is where we are, but it's satisfactorily not been stood on either. Hello again. Back at my mum's, just about to head down to Isaac's school very carefully. My mum is better than when I last saw her, but still very weak, very hard to understand. But I can actually understand about a quarter to a third of what she's saying, which is obviously a lot better than grumps and groans. Icy conditions possible, you don't say. Right, so I feel bad for my dad, me not being able to somebody's just walked straight out in front of me, a pedestrian. It's like, but they think they own roads. It's like, when I'm crossing a road, there's either no cars coming or somebody has very clearly waved me on. Right, I'm going to go because all I'm going to do is moan. I'm going to go and pick up Isaac from school and then see about going to get his ear pierced, see if he still fancies it. I shall speak to you later. There we go, good old St. Louis. Car parked in the bloody pavement up there. Let's hope there's a space for me in here. It's the Larne bus already. This is like the back end of the school. I'm gonna have to park in the middle at the top again because there's no, oh, somebody's in there. Right. I don't know where I'm gonna park. Oh, it is Friday. That's not, it's Sunday. I'm just putting this on to finish the vlog. I haven't recorded in a few days. I can't even remember what I last recorded. I've got a lovely job of doing Isaac's Explorer badges. He's moving up on Friday, so I'll have that to do. I just started unpicking some of the ones I know that transfer. Some of the ones he's just got for Scouts and they don't transfer to Explorer, so I'm like having to sew it on just so to, you know, to keep it. I usually give his old shirts in for other kids to wear, but because he's changing to Explorers, I'm keeping his last Scout shirt with all the Scout badges on. They told me that I probably told you because I'm always talking about it. They told that he wouldn't be able to go up more or less until next term, which is September. And then Francis came and said that he could go up whenever he wanted. I don't know if that's because Mayhaw left, and then I'm still not convinced Robert's left. Martin says Robert has left, but I'm not convinced because his sister did that as well. They go and then they stop and then they come back, and I would not be at all surprised the minute they know that Isaac's moved up, they will go as well. He'll come back.
Nobody tells them not to.
You see what Francis would do. Francis is quite stern in that way. If someone left Scouts and then decided several weeks later they wanted to come back, she'd say, I'm sorry, but the place has been filled. Because it would be, because they have a list of people waiting. So when Isaac goes up, I would imagine we'll be getting a new Scout, at least one. Anyway, so I bought a new Scout shirt like September, October time. October. Because I was holding out on it, and I even told her that. I says, I don't want to buy him a new shirt if he's going to be going up to Explorers, but he's growing. And she says, oh well, now they have to wait until they're 14 and a half or something, which is bollocks. And then it all changed, so I've only just moved. I have no idea how many badges, but it's a lot, over onto a Scout shirt a couple of months ago. I remember it took me 8 hours. And now he's moving up to Explorers, so some of them, well not all of them, but I would say about 20 badges have to be moved over. All his skill badges don't. They have these ones called staged, where they get like level 1, level 2, level 3, and Explorers do those as well, so they have to move over. Although the guy that runs Explorers doesn't, like, some kids have been in Explorers for 2 and 3 years and have never had a badge. And I said, look, I can give you a hand, I can help you with it. And he's like, oh, well, a lot of the stuff we do doesn't go towards badges. And in my mind, I'm thinking, well, it should do, that's the whole purpose. Why does it not go towards badges? And then I joined the stock for the Scouts and the Explorers, so we could know what was needed and what we had. And he ordered what he needed that I didn't have. I have to give him the badge, so the Explorers will be getting a ton of badges on Friday night, and I think that's prompted by someone saying, what's going on here with this? So we shall see. Isaac's going up, and I says, don't be holding your breath about any badges, probably not get any, which isn't really fair, because there's loads of things they can be going to earn towards, and if the leaders aren't actually running the group in a way that means they're supposed to, like, set up, like Scouts set up what we're doing for a year in advance, the whole term. They only release it to the parents like every quarter, like a term at a time, but they have planned out everything, and then you can sort of like see what badges relate to what events that's been done, which is what they're all supposed to do, but the younger ones don't do it properly because they don't have time to, because there's just so many of the kids and not enough helpers. I don't know what the excuse is with Marcus, because there's not that many Explorers, and it's not like they need supervision, because some of them are almost 18. So I don't know. Scouts have loads. So yeah, my mum is, the last day I was in, still in bed. If you've noticed my hair is a different colour, it's because I put that it's got Osmo Colour Intense Copper in it, because I just felt it was getting too much brown, next time she's going to do the highlights in it, which means when she puts the copper colour on, it's going to be more bright, more, you know, vivid, because my dark roots have been coming out for quite a while now. She wanted to leave off doing the bleaching for a while because my hair was getting so dry. So I thought, right, this washes out. It takes about 8 washes, but it washes out. And I just thought, I want my hair a bit brighter. Okay, it's maybe darker, but it's red rather than orange now. So I don't think there's anything else to do. Isaac's going to get his ear pierced today. I took him for Thursday, and we got there and the woman says, oh, the piercer went home half an hour ago, and I'm thinking, well, why? She's not the end of the bloody day. So Starnes booked to take him in at 3, and then he'll go to school and they'll say, you're not allowed that. It's in the school rules, they're not allowed it, but Isaac says there's kids with it, so we shall see. I've bought some clear ones, which you see it, but I don't know the situation when you have your ear pierced. I think it's 6 or 8 weeks you have to leave the one that pierced it in, but if they say to him, nope, that has to come out, or wear a plaster, whatever. So I'll get Darren to try and film that if he's allowed, and I'll pop that in right at the end. Don't tell him that, because I was really worried about how sore it was going to be. It's not going to be sore, Isaac, it's just going to be like, ow, and then that's it.
It's like getting an injection, that's all it is.
You've never had your ear pierced?
Yes.
You haven't had your ear pierced, I'm saying.
Yeah, the COVID injection.
I didn't say that. I says you haven't had your ear pierced, so how would you know that it's the same as an injection? Completely different than an injection.
I'm trying to make it easy.
No, the injection's sharper. It's not a sharp sensation. It'll feel warm for quite a while after, and it doesn't feel sharp going in. Unless they do it differently now to what they used to, I have no idea. When I did it, they had a piercing gun. I think it's something like, almost like a stapler now. I've no idea, but it's no biggie. It's like one of the easiest places to pierce. I was telling Isaac I did my own. No, I got my own pierced properly when I was like 11 or something. And then I pierced one of them. Well, I actually pierced both of my ears several times. I think I did my left one another 2 times, so there were 3 in this one. But I did this one right up, but I ended up letting it close. I just couldn't be arsed. It's just all the backs of the earrings.
What is this guy doing here? He's been there ages.
What, in the white car?
Like he's doing a 3-point turn in the middle of the 60, so he's taking his time doing it.
So, like I say, my mum was in bed the last time I went in. I could understand it. I think I spoke to you, because I'm sure I said I can understand about a third of what she was saying. I'll see how she is today, whether she's up or still in bed. I think what she's been doing is she'll maybe get up for a couple of hours on an evening, but she's no idea. I didn't tell you this one. Last time, she was convinced that Barry McGuigan was in the A&E talking to people and giving them lifts home, and they says, are you alright then there, Kathleen? And she said, yeah, Barry, I'm alright. Oh, he was lovely. He was just as nice as he was on the TV. So obviously, because my mum's watched The Jungle, for some reason that has sort of crossed over, and Barry McGuigan was in A&E. He's a boxer, I think, from Northern Ireland. He was in I'm a Celebrity. So I didn't correct her for what I thought. I'm going to let you talk, because I want to start writing these down. I think that one almost tops drug addicts crawling on the floor to get their fix, and she couldn't even get a vape.
Raging.
She was raging.
Laid on the floor.
So we'll see how hopefully she's doing. It's very up and down, and I'm not convinced the carers are being thorough enough with the catheter and changing the bags frequently enough. Anyway, I'm not going to start babbling about that, because I'll be here all day. One of them does, and I'm not there the day they change them, so I can't. It's Wednesdays. And even if if a person has an infection and there's the chance that there could be higher white blood cell count, it should be changed more regular than once a week. But they're not allowed to do that. They said to me, we can't change the bag until you request. from head office that it be changed, and then we can only change it once a week. It's like, and that's right, because I spoke to the woman and that's what she said. Now that you've requested that, we can get that. And it's like, so nothing of any note happening. I would like nothing of any note to be happening for the next few months, if at all possible. It would be nice to just be able to get back to normality. I need to, it's what date is it? It's like the 11th or something, and I haven't started my exercise yet, so that's almost 2 weeks. So hopefully, tomorrow being Monday, I don't believe in starting things unless it's on a Monday. I'll start getting my exercise back in on the if I would feel up to it. Just my guts, it's a one thing or another, my stomach's really bad right now, I don't know why. So yeah, thank you for watching. I'm in two minds whether to like try and upload the masses of footage I have for the last 3 weeks to months that I haven't even edited. But you know, I like to keep records of things, so I might do that. So this will probably be up way later than it should be. I will leave you with Isaac having his ear pierced in Claire's accessories.
Oh, tell him you're doing a countdown, but just do it. That'd be a good one.
I would say it's better if I just do it.
Yeah.
You know, you're not as nervous.
That's it?
Yeah.
Did it hurt?
You alright?
A little bit. It stung a little bit.
Yeah.
Nowhere near as bad as I thought it was going to be.
Did you feel a bit of a prick?
I know why you're saying it like that.
Very good.
If you need a wee minute, you can sit there as long as you want.
That's fine.
Are you
Feel
okay?
fine?
Yeah.
My brother passed out when he had his done.
You're joking.
He's absolutely covered in tattoos, tongue pierced, eyebrow pierced. I think he might have something else. He was going to get pierced. We won't go there. But on his first ever piercing, he passed out getting it done.